Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to try doing something that's been going around the interwebs for a while, which is letting Instagram decide what I draw. The footage you're seeing right now is me actually putting up a bunch of these questions, and then I'm going to go away for about 24 hours. I'm going to let everybody make their decisions and we'll see what wins. Really hope that you guys are paying attention to the suggested text that comes up on my screen when I'm typing. Pretty amusing.
24 hours later.
Hey guys, alright, welcome back. We are now a day later and $1 shorter. More like $50 that went out on a shopping spree yesterday. We have all of our questions answered, and there was actually one that I neglected to take a screenshot of, which was the very first one, smaller or larger. I'm actually going to tell you guys what all of these equate to as well right now. So the first one, the smaller large, impacted the size of the canvas. Just kidding, under two canvas. The size of the paper that I was going to draw on. Lo and behold, 79% of my followers on Instagram said they wanted larger, so I'm drawing on a slightly larger piece of paper. Okay, next question was color or grayscale, and the response to that was color. So I'm going to be doing color. I feel like that's straightforward, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. So after that, the question was water or land? What do you guys think? Considering I'm drawing chains going upward, probably water. Good job. Which means that I'm going to be basing this entire illustration underwater. Next, what's going to decide the general vibe and atmosphere of this illustration is the question of dark or light. Not that I would ever expect anything else, but the majority of my followers did decide dark. Okay, the next question regards gender, male or female, because I can only put 2 in there, sorry guys. But my followers chose female. Of course, another question I had to put in here was human or animal, and my followers chose animal. Seems that between the options of night or day, most people prefer night. Next, between future and past, most of my followers chose future. Which of course means that I need to find some way to involve some sort of futuristic setting or accessory or something in this. And now for the last question. 1 or 3? Majority of my followers chose 3, which means that I'm going to be coloring this with 3 colors, not 1. Alright, so as you guys can see, since you've been watching this and since I've been talking over this about what the results of the polls were, I've been drawing in the background. But the question, of course, is what have I been drawing in the background? What could I be drawing that involves a larger female animal at night with a dark atmosphere in the water with something futuristic and 3 colors? Well, hell, I will tell you. So I was actually discussing this with my friend Casey. We were talking about what could possibly be an animal with all of these characteristics, and I was like, I don't really like to draw regular animals, I like to draw fantastical animals. And so she started on an adventure to help me find out what kind of mythical animal I would like to spend the next few hours drawing. She mentioned a number of things, especially some of the legends from the indigenous people of Australia. But I was afraid that a lot of this stuff wouldn't necessarily fit with the water atmosphere and environment. So in the end, I kind of wound up falling for the idea of drawing a kelpie, which for those of you who don't know, they're basically these water spirits. I think they originated in Scotland, and they're shape-shifting water spirits, but they're typically seen as horses in most of the renditions I've seen anyway. And of course, I love to draw horses, and I was so down for making a dark, creepy, underwater future horse thing. So that's what I'm doing here. My idea with this is to have the kelpie wandering its habitat and environment, which is at the bottom of this lake. And we have a very evil kelpie here that has these chains wrapped around these people's legs and are kind of just holding them there. Obviously, all these people are dead. They've probably drowned because that's kind of what kelpies do. But there's going to be a lot of shipwreck around here. The kelpie has probably sunk a few ships, or perhaps it makes its home around where ships have been known to sink. Because I feel like as spirits, kelpies are pretty intelligent. So I figured that it would probably plan out its habitat and lair or den or whatever to be in a place where people wouldn't suspect it, but where it could still comfortably hang out. And I think that a place where ships are known to sink would probably be a good place for a Kelpie, because everything would be blamed on the shipwrecks and not necessarily on the water spirit that's trying to kill people. Of course, this is a much different illustration than what you guys are used to seeing from me, because I don't typically do extensive backgrounds like this. And yes, I would call this an extensive background, okay? I know there's much more extensive backgrounds, but when a character only takes up a small portion of the image, I'm calling it extensive. There is a very real struggle here with inhaling these fumes from my Prismacolor marker. Oh my gosh. As you can see, I've got my futuristic elements in the form of this kind of cyborg eye, and then also the legs, the feet, are cyborgified. Cyborgy? I should probably look up the actual term for that, but oh well. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but I did just go over the massive sheet of black Prismacolor with a brush. I kind of wanted to see if I could blend anything, but go figure, Prismacolor are alcohol-based, and as such, they don't really blend with water. So I decided to bring in my colors a little bit early because my Prismacolor started to dry out pretty much as soon as I started trying to sheet it along the entire page. So I'm going to do a second wash in blue, which will hopefully help with smoothing out some of those dry marker areas. I sincerely hope you guys don't think I'm cheating here, because I am going to be using only 3 colors. However, I'm going to be using watercolor pencil. So that could be something else. Probably if I do this again and enough of you think that I am cheating, I will just wind up doing markers or regular colored pencils or something like that in the future. But for this round, I'm going with blue pencil, yellow pencil, and red pencil. So what I'm endeavoring to do this time around is I want to have that blackness blend into the blue, which will blend into yellow, and then in the front we'll have a lot more red. But because these pencils are so good at mixing and blending, I'm going to get some nice purples, probably some kind of greens in there. As far as things that could be improved on this, if I were to redraw it at some point, I think that this anchor is actually a little bit too close to the tail, the end of the tail. The tail almost looks like it's wrapping around it, and there should be a good, 4 or 5 yards between the end of the Kelpie's tail and the beginning of the anchor, but I don't think you're getting that. Or maybe that's just because the anchor is gigantic, I'm not sure. Also, I would like to do something to make the water above look a little bit more like water above. Possibly have some sun shafts or sunspots or something like that. I do really quite like how the highlight looks on the chest and neck of the Kelpie though. I think using the red as a foreground shadow color turned out pretty well. It made it stand out a lot more than the background, which of course was the goal. Oh, but you guys, you know what I should have done? I should have had an additional couple of questions regarding which colors to use, which 3 colors to use on my Instagram. I think that would have made it even more fun, because being able to choose my own colors was a little bit of a challenge, but it wasn't like if you guys had chosen, I don't know, purple, green, and pink or something. Oh, and disclaimer, you guys, I am not counting black and white as colors to be included in my 3 color allowance. I hope you guys don't mind, but those are my rules. I need to be able to use my black pen, and I need to be able to use my white gel pen. As I'm finishing up here, I wanted to apologize for my absence in the last few weeks. Like I've been saying over the course of the last month off and on through my videos, I've been swamped on this course. It's been a really good course. It's definitely intensive, and I definitely have gotten a lot out of it, but it has been so much work. I'm pretty much at school from 8 to 5:30 every single day. Get home, have some dinner, and then work until midnight or 2 in the morning, depending. Whew. I'm tired, you guys. I'm so tired. But I have also missed you guys deeply, and I can't wait to get back to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, I've had a lot of people in the last couple of months who are asking for tutorials. What would you guys like to learn to draw? I would love to make some tutorials for you. Either learn to draw, or shading and highlighting, or inking. Whatever you want to learn, I can teach you. I mean, that sounds really... okay. Not whatever you want to learn, but if you've seen me draw something and you like how I draw it, or paint it, or color it, or whatever, tell me, and I can make something to show you how to do it. So just leave a comment down below and let me know either what you think I should draw next, or what you would like to learn to draw, because I will be making regular videos again as soon as possible, which will hopefully be in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, like I said, I've been missing you guys terribly, and I hope that some of you have started to follow me on Instagram, because I have been slightly more active on there. Basically, I'm just drawing in class. Shh. Or, as my teacher says, I'm doing sophisticated doodling, which is really what I want my art to be anyway. From now on, when you refer to my artwork, please refer to it as sophisticated doodling. Anyway, you guys, this is pretty much the finished piece. I really hope that you like it. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I would love to know what you think of my background skills, or lack thereof. Hope you guys love the final product. If you do, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Feel free to follow me on Etsy, Instagram, or Facebook, because I do post my stuff there. And you better follow me on Instagram if you're trying to get in on this deciding what I draw next based on poll thing, because I would love to do this again. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time.